What is that?
A chicken?
Hold it nice under its feet. Hold it under its feet. Ezra, what is that? Guys, what's in this box?
Oh.
Look at that!
Littler than the ones we got.
I know they are so little, huh?
This one won't be though. Careful, Ezra. We gotta wash our hands every time we touch.
Yeah, we do. All right, here are the baby chicks, just a couple of days old. Really all you need is some kind of bin to keep them in. You definitely want a heat lamp. And then what we like to do is we have just this little waterer. We have it up on a little stump so that it's elevated. We noticed last time that we had baby chicks, they will climb in the water, they'll poop in the water. If this is just sitting on the ground, they'll just find a way to poop in it. So we like to have it just up a little bit. It keeps the water a lot cleaner. And then here is just a little bowl of chick food. Something that we did is we keep this heat lamp in the corner. You don't want it over the food and the water because it'll just heat up the water. After watching a couple of videos, we learned that if you have it over here to the side, if they are getting hot, they can just walk over here and they can cool down over here somewhere. Unless you have a really small lamp and you have it just like hanging really low in the center, then that's okay, but you just want to make sure that the chicks can escape from the heat. You definitely can cook your chicken, so you probably don't want that. The rule of thumb for the heat lamp, you want the temperature in here to be between 95 and 100 the first 2 weeks, and then drop it 5 degrees every week from then on. So until their big fluffy feathers come in, they will need a heat lamp. After about a week, we will put a chicken wire lid on top of this so that they can't hop out. We noticed that last year when we had baby chicks, they were jumping out pretty quickly, so just keep that in mind. If you have never had chicks before, you're gonna be really surprised at how fast they grow. Something else they'll do is they love to scratch and to kick, so don't be surprised when they're kicking their food all over the place. They also like to just peck at their food in here, so that's just something that they're going to do. I do put new straw down about every other day, or if you can, just pick up the little poops that are in there, but just to keep it clean for them. We've had our chicks for about a week now, and they are pretty much the same. Like they've grown just a tiny bit, not anything too drastic that you can tell. They also haven't figured out how to jump up on the side of this bin yet, so they are lidless for the time being. One thing I want to let you guys know, if you have kids or even just for your own safety, if they touch them, make sure that they wash their hands after. Last year, our twins who were 6 years old were playing with the chickens, and within 24 hours they had salmonella, and we couldn't figure out how they got salmonella. But we found out later that just by holding livestock, you can get salmonella. So that's just a fair warning if you didn't know that. My twins are actually afraid to hold them now because of that. But this little boy, that's all he wants to do is grab onto them. Yeah. Every time I change their bedding, I throw them in her laundry basket. Today they were sneaking out of here, so here, okay. There you go. We've had them for 3 weeks now, so you can definitely see that they've grown a lot over the last week. This little black one looks the same. It's crazy. He's like the same size as he was when he was brand new. This is pretty typical right when I feed them. They just jump in the food bowl, kick the food around, but they also like to pick at the food. They like to scratch and pick with the food in the sawdust, so it's fine that they do that. We really love this water container. The last time we had baby chicks, we just had a bowl and they got it dirty like every single time I put it in there. It would just get filled with sawdust. So this has really come in handy. I would definitely suggest that. And then putting it on something so it's elevated just a little bit. But yeah, this is what you can expect your chickens to look like when they're about 3 weeks old. I think I skipped a week, so I'm pretty sure they're about 5 weeks old right now. We moved them into this bigger bin and they're now in our garage. So I wanted to share a tip with the water because you guys will find the water tipping over is like the #1 issue. So I have 2 heavy rocks in their water bowl, and this way I can just feed them water 1 time a day. So I don't have to worry about they tip it over, then have to go refeed, tip it over, they have to go refeed. So this way they do get sawdust in there, that's okay. But I do like this. I have found them perching on the rocks, perching on like the brim of the bowl, and they're not tipping it over. So finally, I love that. I wanted to share that tip because we never did that with our last chickens. And then I love this little bird feeder. This is another new thing that I picked up. Maybe I showed you guys already, but this way they can kind of peck inside and they don't tip over this as well. So I really like this. It was like $1 at IFA. So if you guys have a store around you, I'm sure you guys could find that online. We're still doing the sawdust right now. I know at this age they do like dirt because they like to take dust baths. So if you have that option, if you have some dirt lying around, that's great too, but we just have a ton of sawdust, so I'm still going with that. And then I've just been keeping this lamp up high like this. It's kind of chilly still. It's the end of May. Normally by now it's very hot, so typically I would only have this on during the night, but as long as they're warm or they have a place to get warm, I always keep it on the side so it's not like right here in the center. That way they can cool down over here if they need to. So anyway, there's some more tips. I am changing out their sawdust almost every single day because they do get pretty nasty. But yeah, I think that's just about it. They grow crazy fast. This little black one is like the same size. I swear he hasn't grown at all. So I don't know what's going on there, but the rest of them are pretty dang big. Okay, here they are. So today's June 23rd. We've had these chickens since Easter.
7 months.
Since Easter, so.
7 months.
I just wanted to give you guys probably a last update for this video, just to show you the size, you know, how big they've gotten. Here's our little baby. Ezra loves the chickens, huh? Don't you love the chickens? So sometimes we'll get them out and just let them kind of roam around in our garage, but they're really sweet. Huh? Don't you love our baby chickens? Huh? Yeah. Still kind of the same routine. We won't be putting them in the coop with the other 2 big chickens probably for another 2 weeks, I would say. I'm waiting until it gets just warmer outside. Our chickens, I don't think we'll have a problem because we only have 2 big ones, but I'm just gonna wait till it's a little bit warmer because we've had really cool weather and they need heat still, so. Yeah, is that funny? These all are so beautiful and all of them lay blue and green eggs, so we are really excited to see. This little one, he is still such a tiny little runt. Look at this. Well, okay, compared to the other ones, can you tell?
Black?
Yeah, oh, that one's black. Yeah, is that what you're saying? Yeah. We have stuck with this little bird feeder, and then this rock, the whole like bowl with a rock, has really worked because when they're getting a little bit bigger, well, actually from the beginning, they tip over their food or their water bowl all the time. So that rock has really helped. They can all be sitting on it. One could jump off or a couple and it doesn't tip over. So that's really helped. I don't know if I've shared this in another week, so maybe I'll share this with you guys right now. All chickens have this little, it feels like a tumor right here under their like throat. And I think it's more on this side, like on their right side. And it's actually a storing center for food. So as they eat food, the food will go there before they digest it, which is kind of interesting. But I remember the first time I saw it, I thought, oh no, this chicken has a tumor. And then I realized they all have it. And then I found out what it was. So anyway, I think that's all I wanted to share. Hopefully this gave you guys a few ideas or tips while raising your own little backyard chickens, and hopefully this also gave you an idea of how quickly they grow, because I was always curious like to see a transformation over the weeks of how quick the little baby chicks grow. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.